Hello one and all, my name is Ryan Bruce, my friends call me Fluff, and today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we are going to check out the all-new Riptide from Eventide. Eventide have been building up their Stomp Box collection quite a bit lately, and the newest offering, the Riptide, is a combination of two different flavors of guitar tones, which we will dive into today. Before we go any further, this is a sponsored video. Eventide sent this to me to show you guys. However, all thoughts and opinions are mine. All right, so what is the Riptide? The Riptide is one side half of a Uni-Vibe-ish effect, and the other side is a drive, an overdrive, that you can switch between two different voicings for each of the effects. So really, you have two different vibes and you have two different drives. You can switch the order in which they are in the chain. You can distort the vibe or vibe the distortion. And you can save up to 5 presets on board the pedal, or you can save a whole bunch more utilizing the Eventide app. Now for the vibe side of the Riptide, the green voicing is going to be your classic Uni-Vibe sound, and the red voicing is going to be more of a phaser-ish 70s sound. And then on the overdrive side, you have the different voicings for the red and green voicings as well. One's more aggressive than the other. I kind of prefer both depending on what I'm using and going into as far as the amp and the guitar combination with which I have it plugged into. However, they're all very usable tones. Now, as far as I/O, you have a single 1/4 inch input for your guitar, and then you also have stereo out left and right, expression pedal jack, and a guitar and line level selection. Let's do a little bit of a playthrough. I'm going to stick with my Gosh Sound Tone Chaser amplifier and my Gibson Murphy Lab Les Paul Custom, and we're just gonna twiddle some knobs and play around here on the desk. Let's do it. All right, so I have the Riptide here. On the desk, I have my Murphy Lab Gibson Les Paul Custom, and I am plugged into my Gosh Sound Tone Chaser, and I have it set on the lowest stock 2203 JCM 800 sound. Here is my bass tone, little crunchy. Now, if I switch to the neck pickup, I'm gonna clean up quite a bit. Now, brief rundown of the Riptide itself. We have the vibe on the right, we have a drive on the left. If we want to switch them, we would simply hit this switch button, and we can flip that back by just disengaging it. So let's dive into some tones. Let's start with the vibe side. This is the red, so this is more of the Uni-Vibe. If I push it while engaged, I get the green LED, which is a little bit more of a phasey vibe to it. We'll get there in just a second. Here's what that sounds like. You can definitely hear some of that warble. Let's switch over to the green side. This is more of a phaser-ish style sound. I like a slow churn on these kinds of tones. They just sound more 70s, I guess. So that is the vibe side. Let's switch over to the dry side. I'm going to engage my bridge pickup. Now we have another flavor of Overdrive. I'm going to engage the LED push button. So what do I think? This thing's gonna retail for $299. I mean, this is Eventide. So you know this is gonna be ultra high quality, and it's gonna be overbuilt, and it's gonna have all of the features that you want it to in a nice, small, compact housing. No one does stomp boxes like Eventide, in my opinion. However, if you're looking for some old school flavor, some smoke for your barbecue sauce, definitely check out the Riptide. It's pretty good. I will link down below in the description for all things Eventide. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.